Hello there, this is Jedi Master Daniel 96, and in today's video, I'll be reviewing the fourth episode of Book of Boba Fett, The Gathering Storm. So let's begin. So it starts off in a flashback. So the first half is a flashback, and the second half is present day. And it's pretty much, where Boba Fett is pretty much he looks into Jabba's palace because, in later on in the episode, he is trying to get his ship back and all that. So we have that there. And then he sees a light up ahead, like after he goes to Jabba's palace, and this is like time. And then he sees Fennec's dead body, which you see from Mandalorian Chapter 5. So you get more like that bit from Boba's perspective there. And he takes Fennec to a medical place. And we see, how Fennec is alive, like in season 2 and in Book of Boba Fett. And we see machinery get put into her, and then at the campfire, Fennec wakes up and Boba tells her what happens. Boba tells Fennec his plan to get his ship back. He says his ship is a fire spray gunship. He doesn't say Slave One, so he says fire spray. So I mean, there is some debates on people making about it with the Slave One or fire spray, but it is what it is. And Boba and Fennec work together to get into Jabba's palace, and Fennec gets a tracker in Jabba's palace to locate the ship. Then they look to see where the ship is, and Boba and Fennec sneak in the palace and they go through like a sewer thing to get in. Then they get in the kitchen and then they fight off droids. Then they go to the hangar. Boba and Fennec fight off Gamorrean guards and all that, and then all these other people as well at the palace. Then Boba heads to the ship and gets ready, and then Fennec finishes off the guards. Then Boba and Fennec escape the palace. Then Boba shoots a speeder gang, and they head to the Sarlacc, and Boba thinks his armor is in the Sarlacc pit. Then the Sarlacc grabs control of the ship, and then Boba and Fennec try to fight off it. And then Fennec throws a seismic charge in the Sarlacc. Then Boba looks for his armor down the pit and finds nothing. And Boba and Fennec leave Tatooine. Then we go to present day, and Boba has fully healed in the bacta tank. And Boba talks with the droid. And then at the bar, we have the Dozens playing a game and having fun. Then we see Black Chrysanthemum not looking happy. And then we see him go on a rampage with the Trandosans. And then Twi'lek talks with Chrysanthemum. And then Chrysanthemum rips an arm off of a Trandoshan. Then Boba was watching the fight. Then we see Boba talking with Chrysanthemum. Then we go to Jabba's palace and we see Boba and Fennec talking with other people along with Chrysanthemum about the pikes. Then they question Boba, and Boba says that he could do it alone and all that. And then there's a bit about then we have the Rancor underneath, and then Boba feeds it a bone. Then the other guys leave, and Boba and Fennec talk. She asks him if he trusts them, and Boba says he trusts them at their own accord. And that is pretty much the episode. My overall thoughts of this episode, I enjoyed it, and it is built to something which could be maybe the finale or something, like where they have a battle with the Pikes. So you have that bit there. And then it was also cool to see more Chrysanthemum as well. And I feel like with the flashbacks, I feel like they were able to tell what they could tell with, Boba telling before, we see him in Mandalorian season 2 and all that. And I mean, we know the end result on how he gets the armor from Mandalorian season 2 as well, and all that stuff. So I mean, they've pretty much I feel like put the book on it, like close the book on that part on before we see him in Mandalorian season 2, like after he escapes the Sarlacc and all that. And I'm not sure what else they can tell in flashbacks on other stuff. I mean, they could probably tell some other parts in the timeline of Boba Fett's story we don't know about yet. So I mean, they could do that if they continue on flashbacks. I mean, I could see them more focusing on the present stuff in the upcoming episodes, like the build up to them fighting the Pikes and all that. So I mean, you got that there. And does it for me in this video. Don't forget to like the video, Subscribe to the channel. Comment what you think down below. What did you think of this episode? Did you not like the episode? Did you love it? Were you indifferent? Let me know your thoughts down below. Share this video. Tell your friends to subscribe. Let's get to 500 subscribers. Follow me on Twitter, DanRS87, Instagram, JamMasterDaniel96, Facebook, JamMasterDaniel96. Have a great day and force be with you. Bye.